What up guys, Ali here and welcome to Ali Talks Music. Add me on Instagram at Ali Talks Music as well. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Now let's get into the video. Audra Simmons, Christina Brave Williams, Crystal Lindriette Smith, who was known as Lindriette, and Amber Streeter, who is now known as Sevyn Streeter, formed the American R&B vocal girl group Rich Girl. Rich Harrison formed the group and signed the women to Jive Records and Richcraft Entertainment, his record label. Before she met Harrison, Lindriette, who was 15 at the time, had already signed a deal with a production company. Following their initial meeting, they stayed in touch, and when Harrison decided to form the group, he offered her a spot right away. She stated that because he knew her beforehand, when Rich thought about forming the group, Lindriette immediately came to mind. Brave began her musical career at a young age. She got her big break when she was chosen as the lead singer for P. Diddy's Making the Band, but unfortunately she had to leave the show due to personal problems. Rich Harrison, who was captivated by Brave's talent and raw vocal range, signed her to Columbia Records. She later left the record company owing to disagreements over creativity. The thing is, Beyoncé's song Crazy in Love was initially intended for her, and losing that track saddened her. She relocated to LA, intending to follow her heart and achieve her musical goals. After 3 years of hard work and development, Brave returned to Rich Harrison once again, but this time with the idea for Rich Girl. Christina was solely responsible for the name of the group. Amber Sevyn Streeter had been singing since she was a kid. She signed a deal with Interscope as a member of Chris Stokes' group, TG4, which was an all-girl group, but before they could release their debut album, the group split, but not before releasing an EP called Virginity around 2002. Amber joined Rich Girl as the third member when Harrison found her on MySpace in the later years. Sevyn was her label name when she joined Richcraft. When speaking on her transition from TG4 to Rich Girl, Sevyn Streeter said the following: "I wish I could tell you that I knew that the story would eventually get to this point, but in life, you don't know. When I tell you I loved being in my groups, anybody who knows me knows that I loved being in my groups. From my first group TG4, I loved being in my groups. I was devastated when we broke up, just like I didn't know I was going to be in Rich Girl after TG4. Audra Simmons is the final member of the group. In order to begin her solo career, Audra moved to Los Angeles and had to audition for a spot in the group. I was waiting tables by day and singing at night when I learned about Rich Girl, so I was the only girl they discovered through the actual auditioning process."
Who was Rich Girl?
Everybody has Rich Girl potential.
Yeah.
Rich Girl is more like a metaphor that embodies so many different things. Spirituality, we're rich in life, we're rich in love. It has nothing to do with materialistics or wealth.
After Rich Girl was formed, their members moved in together in Atlanta. The group's debut singles, 24s and He Ain't With Me Now, among other hits, were immediately chart toppers. Now, although the group never released a full debut LP, they worked on a self-titled debut album around 2009 with a release date set for around 2010 or 2011. Around 2009, the girls released an EP. Now, after many failed attempts to release an album, the girls released a mixtape on Valentine's Day in 2011, one called Fall in Love with Rich Girl. They penned a love letter to their fans on Valentine's Day with the release of their first mixtape, and they also made the project available for free download. Along with previously unreleased music, the mixtape contains remixes of well-known tracks in genres ranging from R&B, pop music, and hip-hop. On the 11 tracks, Audra, Brave, Lindriette, and Sevyn displayed their vocal prowess. They each contributed lead vocals to renditions of several songs, including Carrie Hilson's Pretty Girl Rock, Bruno Mars's Grenade, Roscoe Dash's No Hands, and Kanye West's All of the Lights. Before the mixtape's formal release, Rich Girl did a cover of Lloyd's song, Lay It Down, in order to promote the mixtape and hold fans over until their debut album came out. The mixtape was a welcome surprise and gave the fans of Rich Girl something to hold on to, at least for the moment. Now, even though some fans loved the mixtape, others felt like it should have included more songs. More specifically, more recent ones, and not a project full of remixes. Now, around 2009, after attracting fans like Beyoncé, Brave and the Rich Girl Collective toured as the supporting act for Beyoncé's I Am Sasha Fierce tour. Now the thing is, Rich Girl formed after Beyoncé blew up. When Rich Girl released their first single, Beyoncé was already an international superstar thanks to Destiny's Child, making her sound unique to her. The problem with Rich Girl as a whole is you can tell that Beyoncé influenced their entire sound, Lindriette more than anybody else, and this prevented them from establishing their own lane. Not only that, Rich Girl made music with the same producer responsible for Beyoncé and Emery's sound, so even if they tried to craft their own sound, the production and Rich Harrison himself would ultimately guide them down the same path Beyoncé took to make her hits. Following the release of their third single, Swagger Right, Rich Girl's success continued with nationwide performances, including headlining slots on the Burger King Summer Tour and the T-Mobile Tour. Now in the same year, Rich Girl disbanded. Brave lost her father and manager of 9 years, who passed away due to a heart attack. Brave used boxing to deal with her pain as she trained diligently for weeks. But after overcoming an injury from her fourth competitive battle, she decided to put her focus on the performing arts once more, with roles in both television and film, including playing Bambi on BET's The Get Up and a featured singer on TLC's Crazy Sexy Cool film on VH1. She was still motivated by her desire to dominate the performing arts industry. Now, according to Sevyn, after the group ended, she decided to place more emphasis on working with Chris Brown. Honestly, I remember starting to write with Chris Brown at the end of Rich Girl, and after Rich Girl split up, I sort of clung to whatever God gave me. And it was songwriting for me. I enjoyed being around music and writing songs. I simply began creating songs with Chris, and little by little, I kid you not, I couldn't make it up, things started to take shape. God is really incredible for how he did all of it.
And Brave were in a group for 4 years together. We were in Rich Girl.
Yeah,
and it was and people always want to go like, why'd y'all break up? Was you hate each other? No, like we had 4 really amazing years together. We toured, we opened for Beyonce, put out singles, did videos, and things happen, you know, that are out of your control. And you know, unfortunately, it didn't work out. But I was in girl groups before. You know, I got with Chris, and that's how I met Chris, because he was introduced to our group. And I remember one day after our session, we were at the same studio. I was like, yo, so I heard you about to start writing. Can we come and write with you? He was like, yeah, I'm gonna come get you. So I remember I went and told the girls, I was like, yo, Chris said that we can write. You know what I mean? And one of the girls like, oh, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to the hotel room.
Right.
I said, all right,
check on
that. All right. I said, okay, good night. And then literally I remember me, Brave, and Audrey, we were the ones that went in the room and started writing with Chris. And you know, that was like the beginning of my relationship with Chris.
After Rich Girl broke up, out of all the members, Sevyn went on to be the most successful member of Rich Girl post-breakup. She dropped her debut album Girl Disrupted around 2017, and it peaked at number 36 on the Billboard 200. Now, after the breakup of Rich Girl, Krystal released a solo EP titled Proclamation in the fall of 2013. She also released another song called Silhouette. Around this time, she was signed to Tyrese's label, Voltron Records. Tyrese was very proud to have her on his label. She's been through hell, and for someone to have gone through what she has and yet smile and have that energy is a narrative to be shared.
Straight to the top, drive to the top. Give us a smile, Thomas. Give us a smile, man.
Now, what are the members of Rich Girl up to currently? Now, around 2016, Krystal appeared at the forefront once again when she appeared in Kelly Rowland's Chasing Destiny. The whole purpose of the show was to put together a girl group, one created in Destiny's Child's image. After appearing on the show, Krystal got a spot on the group, and it goes by the name June's Diary.
I know what you're about to say.
You could do better, yeah. Shit, I wish I knew better, yeah.
In conclusion, although Lindriette is a singer, songwriter, performer, model, businesswoman, and believer at the moment, she hasn't put out a single in the last 12 months. Singing, spoken word, and now acting are all talents of Brave Williams. With songs like Don't Tell Me No that she released recently, it's clear Brave is still trying to serve her fan base. She also has another song called Options that dropped about 2 years ago.
Oh no, keep it 100, yeah, I could replace you. No problems.
In addition, one of her most popular songs is called Road Tripping, a song off her debut EP, Fearless. Brave Williams gets about 1K monthly listeners on Spotify. She also performs from time to time. In fact, she performed at Preakness Weekend in Baltimore on May 20th. She also made an appearance in Season 3 of R&B Divas Los Angeles. Now, out of all the members, Sevyn Streeter became the most popular. Aligning herself with Chris Brown was a very good move, one that paid off for her career. She went on to release a couple of albums and has a huge hit with Chris Brown called It Won't Stop.
And it won't stop.
At the end of the day, there's no bad blood between the members of Rich Girl at all. They all went on to pursue solo careers, and while some of their careers flourished, it's safe to say others did not. Rich Girl gets about 40,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, and their most popular songs on the platform are Here and With Me Now, 24's Swagger Right, and Don't Hang Up. That's it for me, it's your boy Ali. What happened to Rich Girl in your opinion? Let me know down below. If you have a video request, be sure to let me know down below as well. New What Happened To video dropping next week. Also add me on Instagram at Ali Talks Music. Till next time, peace.